Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lagged Out Podcast episode 34. I am your handsome host, Adam, and next to me or across the room from me is your slightly handsome co-host, Joe. Hello, Joe.
Only slightly?
Hey, I'm going to compliment you step up every week, so it's going to be a great up every week. I don't know. I was trying to think of like a worse one since I'm more handsome. I'm just kidding.
A worse one. Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, I also my co-host who is extravagant in
I like that.
In the body and facial features. He is basically a model and work of art. Joe. Hello, Joe.
I'm priceless, baby.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, what's up, everyone? Quick note, real quick. This is also going to be on our Bro We Got This YouTube. Hello, people at Bro We Got This, and hello, everyone else who watches. So, Joe, how does it feel to be on? Well, actually, so when this comes out, this will be the day of the most important video game release in the history of video games.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
That being Call of Duty Modern Warfare. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 was really great. It was lacking in a few areas, but overall, I loved it. Got super emotional.
So that's not how you spell Call of Duty.
Can't wait for the DLC that's probably going to come out in December because they've just said winter 2019. They haven't given it an official date yet.
Well, we're in fall 2019, so we don't want to assume that it would be in December since that's the only technical winter month. But if you're in our state,
November is kind of wintry.
Yeah, we'll see. But El Nino, man, this El Nino cycle, and I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know anything about weather, but jokes aside, that is cool though that's coming out. Is that going to add like a lot of gameplay?
So
hopefully?
We don't know the full details yet. All we know is like there's. So at the very end of like the story, you fight Organization 13, and the way you do it is like it's your character Sora, and then you have like an NPC like friend helping you, or two depending on like which one. Because the fights are like they would be like 1v3 if you didn't have like those NPC like helpers. So you have other characters like Riku and like Aqua and like Mickey and stuff like that. But like in the DLC, they're making it so you can redo those fights, but as like the other characters. So like earlier in the game, you get to play as Riku for like a couple fights. You play as Aqua for one, and then they're also adding Roxas, who's like another character. So that'll be cool. But then the other thing that they're doing is like adding more story somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. I think it takes place like after you beat the game, technically, like because at the end of the game, spoilers if you haven't played it yet or whatever, Kairi gets killed by Master Xehanort, and once you like beat him and everything like that, she that was the biggest lie in the world.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
She's like still dead after you beat him and stuff. So Sora in like a cutscene is like, I'm gonna go save her. So he goes to save her, but it all happens like off screen. Like it just shows him like leaving, but it doesn't show like him like looking for her and then like finding her heart and all that stuff. So like a lot of people think the DLC is gonna be like a story mode version of like that, like him going to save her. And then they're also adding new boss fights. And what's cool is in Kingdom Hearts 2, at one of the post-game areas called the Cavern of Remembrance, there's this room at the very end of it, and you can fight. Basically, they're called the Data Org fights because they're data versions or data, whatever you want to say. They're like simulated versions of each Organization 13 member, but each member has their stats and health buffed up to like super duper hard mode. So like normally in the story mode, they would have maybe like 5 to 6 health bars. In this one, they have like 14 or something like that. And like they can like one shot you with every move basically. So a lot of people think they're going to be doing that again, since this time around, like some of the members of Organization 13 are the same, but there was a lot of like newer ones and stuff too. not really newer ones, I guess, but like ones that you don't fight against in like the other game per se.
Yeah. No, I got
So
you.
that'll be cool. So
that'd be cool.
but then I heard there's like this less like cool game coming out like Friday or something like I don't know what it was called. It was like modern.
Yeah, so basically the best
Modern
Call of
Warfare
Duty,
or something like that.
Modern Warfare is coming out on Friday. You guys, which is actually today, when this releases. By this time, I would have probably played about 7 hours because I'm getting the game on Thursday night. I'm gonna stream at midnight. Actually, I'm gonna stream whenever it downloads. So if that's midnight or whatever, pray that the servers don't get wrecked. And by that time, hopefully, I'm like 7 hours in and like 3 Mountain Dews and some Doritos. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna eat like crap. But if you guys have some codes from Mountain Dew and Doritos you guys aren't using, send them my way. I'll use them. I've already scanned 5 Dorito bags from Food Lion that I didn't buy because got to take advantage of the marketing ploy of the person who was in charge of putting all the codes on the outside of the bag, which is really stupid. Although I don't know how they would print it inside the bag because usually when you have codes on like drinks, you put it inside the cap. So I guess that's the reason why, because think about it, they don't have anything printed inside the bag. So I guess there's no way for them to really do that. Working in a print shop, that's probably really hard.
You're kind of a jerk for doing that.
Dude, not really, because everyone's doing that.
Okay, because imagine like some like 10-year-old goes to the store and he's like, Mom, can we get this bag of Doritos or whatever? I also want the code on it, but Doritos are really good. And she's like, sure, honey. And then they go home, he scans the code and it's like, oh, it doesn't work. Like, that's not fair.
Well, that's capitalism.
That's not. That's just you being a jerk.
Dude, it doesn't matter, man. It's like there's so many bags there. Most of the people that buy those bags aren't even going to buy it for Call of Duty. Like,
you don't know that.
Actually, 2 of the 5 bags my friend bought. So really, I'm not that big of a jerk.
Okay, that's still 3 bags. That's 60%. That's more than
That's 3 bags out of 1 million bags of Doritos.
Yeah, but they're going to be like the first 3 bags.
Nah, dude, I put them in the bag.
No, you didn't.
Anyways, I don't think I'm that bad. If you guys think I'm bad, just leave a comment saying that I'm a terrible person.
He's bad. He's bad.
Watch, Joe's going to actually comment and let's be like, you're a terrible person. But yeah, that is coming out Friday or today, and I'm really excited
when I talk to him. So yeah, he can't hear this.
I haven't been this excited for Call of Duty and since probably like Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, 3, because honestly, like Black Ops 2 and 3 were amazing, and those were the best ones recently. But I wasn't even really that hyped for them. Like I kind of was for Black Ops 3, but like I wasn't. It just they kind of came out of nowhere because I was in college when Black Ops 2 came out. But this game is like it's cross-play. I get to play with like 10 other people basically, like Cole, play with Simon. You get to play with like Thomas, like all my friends. It's gonna be great. There's just so many cool features that they're bringing back. Cool kill streaks. There's no loot boxes, which is kind of insane. So they're adopting a battle pass like Fortnite. And that was from Activision. They said that there will not be any loot boxes ever. And, you can buy a premium thing of the battle pass like in Fortnite. It's going to be interesting to see how expensive they put that. I think the Fortnite one's like 10 or $15. I'm not really sure. Do you know the price of it, Joe? Is it like 10 or 15 roughly?
Of Fortnite?
Yeah, like each season isn't like 10 or 15 bucks for this.
I don't know anything about Fortnite, dude. It's probably like 10 bucks or something.
You're like a Fortnite stream. No, just kidding. Yeah, we don't stream Fortnite. But so people are just kind of curious what the prices will be, but they are satisfied that there's no loot boxes, which is cool. And you can earn COD points, which is something they haven't been able to do for a while, which is like the premium currency in Call of Duty. But besides that, I'm just excited because there's like a 50v50 ground war. It's like Battlefield, basically. The campaign is supposed to be amazing. It's like revamped, but it's got like all the old characters in it, like Captain Price. And like, so I'm really pumped about that. Pumped about like the Spec Ops missions. All your progression actually carries over to all the different modes. So you can actually rank up and progress through like campaign and Spec Ops, and it carries to multiplayer, which is really cool. And then
I I can't
There's
wait
like
to meet the guy who like goes all the way to like 10th prestige just by playing the campaign.
So okay, there's actually not a prestiging anymore.
Okay.
So they took that out, which is it's a new feature they're adding. So okay, I don't know if the rank goes up, Joe. I know you can weapon or level your weapons up for sure. I think your rank does, but I can't remember. So basically, there are 100 weapon ranks for each weapon. There's like over 100 attachments for each weapon. There's 100 camouflages for each weapon. And so basically, they took out the prestige system in this game, and they're calling it an officer rank system. And basically, it's seasonal. So like, when you hit 55, you'll never have to reset any of your stuff. They'll have seasons, and basically like in that season, you go to officer rank like 1, 2, like all the way up to I think 100. And what happens is there's 100 challenges in each season. And the more challenges you complete, the more like ribbons and like things you get to add to your emblem. And then at the end of the season, if you complete all 100 challenges, you get an animated emblem as well. And so people are actually pretty excited about it. It's something new, and they're interested to see what it's like. So I will be interested to see how that is. But I am really excited about it. I'm just excited that I get to actually play with friends. Like that's the thing that I'm actually most excited about, because basically I haven't really had any friends to play it with for the last like 7 years or so, because mainly just a few here and there, but like the fact Cole plays it all the time, so it's like gets to play with him and like his brother and like all his friends. And so it's actually really fun to play with people, especially Seif. Seif is just like the best person to play a video game with, especially when we crash a helicopter into a bridge, and it's hilarious. But yeah, so I'm stoked about that. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it really for Modern Warfare, for my hype train. Do you have any comments on that, Joe? Any questions that you're curious about?
Nope. I'm just curious what I'm going to do on Friday.
On what?
On Friday.
About what?
Because that's also when Outer Worlds releases.
Yeah, so okay, that was my next thing. So first, before we talk about that, our little deal of the week is we mentioned the Xbox Game Pass before. Basically what it is if you guys don't know, is something you can get on your PC or Xbox. PlayStation has a similar one actually that you can actually get on your PC too. It's called PlayStation Now. But right now, Xbox Game Pass has a promotion that you can do it for $1 a month. And that's been going on for like the last like 3 months, because I've seen it for like 3 months. I'm doing it now. I already have it. I think I pay like $5 to $7 though. So it's not bad, but basically it's a subscription, and they put all these games on there on the library, and you can download them and play them. And so check out Outer Worlds on Friday today as well, because it comes out. It's $1 to play basically. And definitely check it out, because that's what I wanted to talk about next, Joe, is basically like, what are you looking to play this, or what are you excited about? Because for me, I watched gameplay of the Outer Worlds today, and I watched some reviews on it, and it looks pretty awesome. Like it literally, it's by the same people who made Fallout New Vegas, and it literally looks like Fallout in space. And the story and the background of it looks really interesting. So I don't know. What are you thinking? Because I mean, it's like $1, dude. It's like you pay $1, and like if you don't like it, you could just cancel the subscription in a month. You know what I mean? It's like that's like nothing to play like a $60 game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not sure yet, because like I don't really know much about it. Like I know it's like by the people who did New Vegas, like Obsidian, I think they're called.
Yeah, Obsidian.
But like I never played New Vegas, and then I just don't know anything about the game itself. So like I might just like blindly buy it and try it and see if I like it or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, would you not try it for like $1? Like do the subscription?
No, I probably would.
Like there'd be no point to buy it for $60. Like,
but then like, what if? So would you? I'm guessing you don't keep the games that you like.
No,
play or whatever.
You
right?
keep the game. Like, if you get rid of the subscription, yeah, you don't get to play the games, but you get to keep the games. Like, right now through that, I have, like, Shadow of War and, like, another game that I got from it. Like, you get to keep the games. Like, they don't go away, basically.
Right.
Does that make sense? Unless you cancel your subscription.
Yeah.
That's how I understand it, because I still can launch up Shadow of War. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you, I think.
Were you thinking that they go away?
I was just thinking, like, if you don't have the subscription, then you wouldn't be able to access the game. Like, it wouldn't, like...
Yeah, if you
like,
don't have the subscription, yeah, you won't be able to. Like, that is true. But the subscription, I'm almost positive the subscription, the most it goes up to is maybe like $10 a month. But I think it might be $7.
Yeah, it's like it's $10 if you want like PC and Xbox, but it's only $5 for one or the other.
Yeah, no, the 5 one. Yeah, I have the 5 one because you don't have an Xbox, so literally like $5 a month to be basically like play like a handful of games for free, like AAA titles, and they're good ones too. I mean, like, I'm really surprised that this game is actually on this pass because it's a new game and it's just insane. Like, so I mean, dude, it's kind of a steal, to be honest. Like, that's why if I were you, like, if I was the audience, if you guys as well, like, I would definitely pick it up, or pick up the subscription at least for this month. It's $1, and then literally you play the game. That gives you a month to play the game, and it's like, okay, I like the game. If I don't want the subscription, I can just cancel. So I paid $1 to play a freaking $60 game. You know what I mean? It's like, it literally does nothing to harm you, basically. So I don't know. Like, I feel like you would like it because I feel like you enjoyed Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, I did. I played a lot of 4.
See, that was the one that people didn't really like either. And I know that's different. It's Bethesda, but like this one, so from what it looks like, it looked like it had a lot of more choices than like Fallout. You have like more routes to make decisions. There was definitely a lot of combat that I saw, but basically there's like multiple endings apparently, and like it allows you to have multiple builds and stuff. The armor and stuff looks really cool. I really like space stuff, so that's what kind of intrigued me. The only thing is like, so people said that the guy on the review said, you know, you could finish the game in like 25-30 hours, you know, maybe 40 or something, but like there's obviously a lot of stuff you can do. So that was the thing that was kind of curious to me, because I feel like there'd be more hours in it, but it's like, really, dude, like that's a good bit of hours, I guess. But the dilemma that I have with this, obviously, is I'm going to be playing Call of Duty. I'm playing other games as well. It's just like the single player. I want to play I want to have a good single player RPG. Like, I really do. But the thing is, with like all these friends and everything, with like, you know, these multiplayer games that are coming out, because like all these games now are like multiplayer that are big, and I have a lot of fun playing like MMOs with friends and games with friends in general. And so it's like, I feel like I never find the time to play these single player RPGs anymore. Like, I used to play, you know, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3, The Witcher some, but like a lot of those games were before like I had like a PS3 and PS4. My friends didn't have those consoles, and it's like we didn't really play games together. So it was like I was in like high school and like early college, so like I feel like I had so much time to just play games. But now it's like, if I'm going to spend a lot of time on a game, it's like I almost rather play a multiplayer game and grind on there with friends than like play single player. So that's the dilemma that I run into. I don't know about you, but it seems like lately you've been playing more single player stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like single player more than multiplayer for the most part, just because like it's more immersive, and it's usually like cooler. Like, it's a bit hard to explain, I guess. Mm, it's like I enjoyed like Call of Duty at one point and stuff, and like Destiny's cool and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the games nowadays, like multiplayer games, it's all about like grinding, and I don't really like. I don't mind grinding, but it's like I don't want to be playing a game that like I feel like I can only play that game, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Like, I get that.
Like one of the reasons I didn't buy any of the Destiny expansions is because like I knew like it wasn't gonna last very long, like in terms of like you or like Trevor or whoever playing. So it's like I'd be by myself again anyways, and it's like um there's so much stuff to do in the game, so it's like I feel like I have to dedicate like as much time as I can to like try to do it all to make like that purchase of the expansions worth it. But I don't want to, because I want to do other things. Like I want to draw, and I want to like just chill or like watch anime or like play Kingdom Hearts or whatever. So that's like where I sort of stand with like
No, that is a good point. That's the problem now, is that all these games are such a grind, and they basically require you to like play them as your job. And that's the dilemma that I have, is I love MMOs, and I love like games like Monster Hunter, and those games just require you to put something out, or they don't require you to, but to some games, to get to end game, you do have to put a decent amount of hours in. But even then, it's like you're in this cycle of like, it's fun because you're like grinding for it, but then you also, it sucks because like there are a lot of these other games that are coming out, and you kind of want to try those out, but you don't really. It's like it's like a fear of missing out, sort of. But you also just like, you want to play that other game, but you don't have time. Like there's not enough time in the day, basically. But that is the thing, is like MMOs and grindy games are my favorite type of games. I mean, they really are. Like I played RuneScape, I played, Elder Scrolls Online. I'm playing Black Desert Sun with Trevor, which I mean, that game's just I'm having fun with that game. But like Call of Duty, I mean, Call of Duty's not as grindy. It's not really like, you just have to play. But Destiny, yeah, it's definitely grindy. A lot of those looter shooters are, and for some reason, I love like looter shooter kind of games. But you're all right, like there are some downsides to it, because for me, I never finish my single player games, which is like obviously like one of my New Year's resolutions. Like I need to finish all of them. So that's the problem. And then sometimes these single player games, though, like The Witcher, they have so many hours in them and so many completionist things that like it bothers me when I don't complete certain things. And so then I find myself putting more hours in that, and it's like I'm basically putting the same amount of hours I am into like an MMO that I am into like a single player game. And so it's hard because like Fallout, and all that stuff, it does have like an end, I guess, but you still can like put like so many hours into it. So it's kind of tough. That is a good point, about Destiny and all that. Like you do feel like you can only play like one game, but so like, why did you play League then? Because like League is definitely a game that you have to like, you know what I mean? Like that game's a grindy game, and you really don't get a lot of rewards for grinding. Like you get like a little bit of experience, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that why you don't play League anymore? Is because you feel like you have to always play it? Because I feel like that game requires a lot of grinding.
I just kind of got like burned out from it, I guess.
But you would say that game is definitely grindy, right?
I played it for like 6 years straight, almost like 5-6 years straight almost. And like, yeah, it's kind of grindy. Like I
feel like it's really grindy because you're doing the same
points to. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. It's less. It's not grindy in the sense that like, you need to like do like, it's not grindy in the sense that like you need to like buy new champions or whatever. You could be a one trick and still have fun. Like I had fun playing like the same like 3 or 4 champions for like 4 years straight, pretty much. And I would like play other ones just to like change it up a little bit, but it's like I could have just stuck with the ones that I mostly played. And like from all that playing, like I did unlock most of the champions and stuff. So like I had plenty of options and everything. Whereas like in a game like Destiny, it's like, oh, like Galahorn is so good, like, but you got to grind like a mission or whatever to get it. Or it's like, oh, I really want this helmet because like it's really good and like it would help with this raid or whatever. But like it's, it just drops from exotic engrams. So I have to just grind for it. So like you just do like strikes or something. So it's not necessarily, it's a little bit grindy. I'd definitely say like it's not nearly as grindy as it used to be, because they've made a lot of changes since I stopped playing. But like it's not grindy in the sense of like Destiny or like COD, where it's like, oh, I'm unlocking new things that make me stronger at the game. It's more just like I'm unlocking new characters to try out, where it's like you're still like the same skill level, and that's like you're not really getting stronger per se, and it's not like pay to win or anything. It's just like you're just unlocking a new way to play the game, as opposed to trying to like strengthen yourself to play the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I guess I always thought you were. So I guess the difference here is like you don't mind repetitiveness, you just don't like grinding in games. Which,
well, it's like I do, but I don't have, like it's like, I grinded a lot like in Destiny, but that's because we were in college and had nothing but free time on our hands. So like
I know. Well, I'm saying now, so some of it is either. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's a time factor, but it's also like maybe you just have like stopped like liking the grind as much, because like I feel like you don't mind repetitiveness, because like you played League for like 6 years and that's just really repetitive. Like you really like, people can say it's different and like each match is different, but it's the same thing like every match. You know what I mean? Like especially if you're playing the same champion. So you don't mind repetition. It's just like you don't have as much time now. So like the grinding in certain games you don't really have time for, and you want to experience like other environments and games and stuff, which I didn't realize. I guess I like mistaked that you didn't like repetition, but like you don't mind repetition. It's just like you don't have time really for the grind for a lot of stuff now, because you want to try other things, if that makes sense. Because I'm just used to us playing like, Destiny 1 for like 2 years straight, like 6 hours a day in college, and like after college, like we played Destiny 1 so much, and it's like, so when we played Destiny 1, I was like, dang, like, because I get the impression that like, oh, like you like those kind of games, but we also had so much more time, and now we just don't. So that's why I always wonder. I guess that's why I always wonder like why you aren't playing certain grindy games, but it's like you want to play like other games, I guess, like since there's other games out or whatever, if that makes sense. Which makes sense, because I mean it does take up a lot of time to play some of these games, which is the dilemma nowadays. But yeah, all right, well, that's interesting. So yay or nay on, or like what are your thoughts though on like Outer Worlds? Like do you think it looks interesting? Like besides like you maybe trying it out, like do you actually think it looks interesting?
I guess so. I mean, like I don't really know like anything about it. Just like I haven't looked at like gameplay trailers or anything, so I really like know nothing about it.
No, okay. I was just wondering. So something I meant to ask you too when we were talking about Call of Duty, because I thought this would be interesting, because you used to play Call of Duty back in your day, back in the heydays of Joe.
Back in like the PS3 days. So
what is something you can remember or most memorable Call of Duty moment? If something sticks out to you.
Probably like any match I ever played on Rust in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, the OG Rust.
I loved that map and I was great at it, but like I never it like hardly ever like showed up, which was kind of annoying. I also liked the big desert one, because it was good for sniping. Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I also liked Quarry, because that had a good sniping spot on it.
I can't believe you actually remember those map names.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It's
one
impressive.
of 2 Call of Duties that I've played. So,
but that was a long time ago though. That was like, dude, that was like 10th grade, 11th grade. That's a long time ago, dude. That's cool though. Like, yeah, dude, Modern Warfare 2 is just so good. It was like probably my favorite Call of Duty. That's why this game, it resembles that a lot, and so I'm really excited about it. They said there's rumors that they might be bringing Rust back into this game. So
cool.
They are bringing some old maps like Shipment. You remember Shipment from Modern Warfare?
I was never a fan of Shipment. I hated Shipment.
Okay, I know it's a cluster, but apparently in this one it's coming back as a 2v2 gunfight mode, but they're blocking
that
off.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, they're blocking off certain areas to where you can't spam like spawn kill them with like grenades and stuff like you could in the original one. But dude, that map was AIDS, dude. Like that map was like I don't even know what they were thinking like with that map, but it was hilarious at the same time. But I'm actually really excited for the campaign because I told you that before, but the Modern Warfare 1 and 2 campaign were great. Like, I freaking love them. But I would say that my favorite memory in Call of Duty is I have like 3 that I can think of right now. One is I'm playing with our friend Kevin in Modern Warfare 2, and we told him to go outside of a building, and he's like, all right, I got you. And as soon as he went outside, he got blown up by a Predator missile, and he was basically like our bait all games. Like, we'd be like, hey, go out in the building and see if there's anyone's there, and every time he went outside he just died somehow. Like, someone noob tubed him, or like Predator missile just like destroyed him, and I don't know why. It just made us laugh a lot. But then I also remember you in World at War. I feel like you used to just like sneak around the map in World at War. Like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like when we played, I feel like you would just sneak around the map for some reason, and then I just see you get like blown up by like a tank or something, or like artillery.
Probably.
And you get like upset.
I was not very good at World at War unless I was in a tank. Like, I had an occasional game here and there where like I would like pop off, but like I was definitely like I guess a lot more scared, I guess is a good word. I don't know, about like just like trying to get into gunfights and like winning or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if I was in a tank on one of those maps, like it was game over. Like I never lost a tank battle, I'm pretty sure.
That's
but
funny.
like I would eventually get blown up, but like I would blow everyone else up first, and like we would win the match. Yeah, World at War, I got up to the level 63 and the prestige was 65, and I never even unlocked a flamethrower because that was also level 65. Yeah, so rip. And it sucks because like part of the reason I wanted to grind up to 65 was so I could get the flamethrower, and then I think by that point like I just played it so much, and like the flamethrower actually kind of sucked in PvP. And I must have like found some other game to play. I don't know. But yeah, 63 was as high as I ever got. I never prestiged once because the prestige level was 65.
Yeah, it was weird. They altered like so many of the levels. My other memory is playing campaign at World War. That was like so fun trying to beat it on veteran.
Oh yeah, I never finished it.
Yeah, I know, same. I was like 7 missions in, and you remember the sniper mission?
Like
the sniper mission was so hard, dude. I remember like
the one in like Russia.
Yeah, you like peeked your like eyeball out, and the guy like was like boom, and just like killed you. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, so because I remember we were trying to get the like trophies for it, and gosh, I remember playing that in my bonus room. It was so great. But yeah, the level cap, they've raised it so many different times, so they've started to finally like level out now. But I think in Modern Warfare 1, I got to like 3rd prestige, and the thing was 55. Modern Warfare 2, I'm pretty sure was 70.
Yeah, so from what I remember, like World at War was like 65, then Modern Warfare 2 was like 70, and then the next game was like 75. They kept raising it by like 5 with like each game. And they might have like hovered at some point, maybe like 85 or something. They sort of like hovered there for a bit.
I think they stopped at 80, and then they went down to like 50.
Interesting. Bless you.
Thank you.
But one thing I do remember from Modern Warfare 2 is grinding, I guess you could call it, to unlock different like gun perks, I guess, or gun abilities, I guess. So like, you'd have like the sawed-off shotgun or whatever, and it's like get like 50 kills with this shotgun to unlock a Kimbo or whatever. So then you would have two of them, and I loved doing that because like I would run into people all the time doing like double shotgun, like long barrel shotgun or double barrel or whatever, and like also like magnums and stuff like that. So I'm like, that looks awesome, and like they're wrecking me, so like I need to do this so I can wreck kids too. So like doing those, I actually got fairly decent at like shooting and stuff in Modern Warfare 2. And like once I finally unlocked it, like it was so much fun just like running around like dual magnums or like akimbo like shotguns or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also having like the perk with like the magnum, or I guess any pistol, where it's like you have the gun but then you have like your knife underneath it. So like you click the melee button and it's like and like it's so fast compared to just like the normal melee. It's so good.
Yeah. No,
I remember that was a lot of fun.
They have those basically in this game, which is nice. Like basically, there's like the sawed-off model shotguns, like from the Modern Warfare 2. They have that in this game, so that's gonna be freaking awesome. Like you can dual akimbo those. I think they also have the deagle again, or the magnums. So that's the cool thing about this game is like they have all these attachments, and you basically can change your gun. So you can change like your AK-47 to like an AK-74. Submachine gun, like all this other stuff too. What?
I just love how you say like you can change your AK-47 to an AK-74. You just swap the numbers around.
That's really what it is, though.
No, I know it's funny to me because like I've never
know.
actually like heard that, but like it's just hearing it like in a video game. It's like, wow, that is so dumb.
I know. I mean, that's just how. That's actually like a real thing, though. But
like, why not like AK-48 or something? Like,
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
That makes me wonder, like. They've had to have improved since the original like AK-47. Like, do you think like they like made like 46 AKs and like these all suck? Then they made the 47th one. They're like, yes, this is it. Okay, AK-47, here we go. And like have they just they've had to improve upon it since then too. So like, where's AK-48 through like 56 or whatever?
I know. I mean, that is the question of the year. Probably is what about the first 46 AKs? Honestly, we should look up the history of it and see, but I really don't know, man. I mean, I don't think AKs are actually are USA made. I think they're like, I want to say they're Russian, but I could be wrong about that. So if anyone in the comments can tell us, or we'll look it up too. But
Moscow, so yeah, Russia.
Oh, I got that right. Wow. Yeah, honestly, man, like I don't really know why they stopped at 47. Maybe they got tired of it or something. They're like, all right.
I don't know.
The 47's freaking awesome in games, though. Let me tell you that. But
apparently,
the submachine gun form is good too. But yeah, dude,
I always like the subs.
Dude, the
like
sub they have
got stuff.
Dude, they've got the P90, they've got the MP5, they've got the MP7, and then they have like 2 other ones or 3 other ones. And I'm just like, you picked like the best submachine guns of all the games. Like I'm like so happy. But I really enjoy like the assault rifles and stuff. They have like the M4 and M16 and stuff, which is nice.
Then the classic M1A1.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, no, yeah, M1A1. I was like, wait, did I just get that confused with the M1 Garand? But like, that's something else. That's from Modern Warfare, or not Modern Warfare, World at War. That was a good gun though.
Yeah, well, guess what? They have the Car 98K in the Scout rifle.
I hated the car,
dude, but that's in the marksman rifles in this game. It's so funny, like how they have that in this game.
I want to look up a list of guns from Modern Warfare 2 real quick and like just see which ones I used a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm going to too. This is getting me on my nostalgia. This gets me even more hype for this. I remember the striker shotguns, the dual strikers, and the spaz.
Yeah. The spaz, yeah, the sniper shotgun basically, because it's range.
Dude, that's why Infinity Ward said that basically this game is not going to be as balanced, and that's how it was in Modern Warfare 2, because they're excited about it, because it makes it more fun basically. Let's see.
Oh, I got it backwards. It's an M4A1, not an M.
Yeah, just the M4 then.
Anyways, but yeah, that's like the default AR that you get, and that's great. What else?
Okay, here we go. I got it too. So the melee, they had knife, throwing knife, ice picks. I don't remember that. Oh, that's in the campaign. Riot shield. Handguns, they had the Magnums, the M9, the Desert Eagle, the M1911, and the USP 45. The Glock, the PP 2000.
The intervention sniper rifle. Yes.
Oh yeah, that was the best.
That
dude.
was so good. Oh my god.
I know, right? Dude, okay,
Let's
assault
see what
rifles.
else.
Remember this? M4, FAMAS, the SCAR.
I never liked the FAMAS or famous whatever, just because
Yeah,
it was
FAMAS.
burst and like I didn't like burst. I'd probably like it now because like I used like pulse rifles in Destiny, but like
Yeah. Dude, they had the ACR, which was amazing. They had the
Oh, yeah, I
FAL,
remember the ACR. That
the
was good.
TAR, FN 2000. Yeah, dude. Intervention, Barrett 50 cal, M21 EBR, and the WA. The WA was really good too. Sniper. Submachine gun, MP5, UMP was really good. The Vector was really good. The P90, the Mini Uzi. The shotguns. Here we go. Spaz. The AA12s were bad. Striker was great. Ranger. The Model 1887s, dude. There we go.
Oh yeah, that was the other akimbo you could do.
Yeah. God, this game was great. This is basically like in it all in this game though. That's why I'm so hyped for this. Gosh, dude, I love the camos too in Modern Warfare 2. Like the fall camo and the red tigers and stuff are so good. Like I'm excited for the camos in this game because there's gonna be like completionist camos too, and like I'm so excited. And you can get a Tamagotchi apparently, which is hilarious in game.
Huh?
You can get a Tamagotchi in game, in watches.
How the frick does that work?
I don't know, dude. Apparently, you get Tamagotchis though. It's kind of nuts. So I'm like so happy about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, the highest prestige I got to in Call of Duty was 7th prestige, I think, and that was Black Ops 2 or Black
I really
Ops
want to play
3.
some Modern Warfare 2 now.
Dude, I know, right, dude? You should play with me some Modern Warfare when I get it. I think it's split screen. See if you like it,
Ugh.
or just try it out. I'll like let you download it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably enjoy it if I had like people to play with and stuff, as opposed to like if I just played it by myself.
Well, you will.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's like now I'm like half tempted to like maybe buy it. Dang it.
Because, dude, I know I'm not gonna like force you to buy that or anything. Like, you might just want to wait, but like, you will have me, Cole, Steve, Simon, Thomas, and basically all of Steve's friends. So like, and Ben. So basically, when me and Cole were playing in the beta, it was like 6 of us. So it was really fun. I mean, because you can do like I think campaign is multiplayer, but I'm not positive. But basically, like, you do the Spec Ops missions. Remember those from Modern Warfare 2? You get those, which are really cool. We get survival mode, and Xbox and PC have to wait a year. So it's like really
Oh wait,
scummy.
are you getting it on PlayStation?
Yeah, so PlayStation. Yeah, I have it on PlayStation. I mean, you can get it on PC, but mine's gonna run better on PlayStation. I don't want to play Call of Duty on PC. I just don't want to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's crossplay. So I mean, if you want to play on PC, like, it's fine. But yeah, dude, like, it'd be cool if you got it. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of people, so that's the difference, though. That's what I was telling you, is like, in the last couple of years, really, you only had like me to play with. Like, you didn't have Cole. And Cole plays it all the time, like, and he's gonna be playing it all the time.
Frick, man, I'm considering it.
Dude, look at this, dude. Adam and Joe's podcast. Adam's actually convincing Joe over the podcast to get a game. See, this is why if I can convince you, I can convince other people to get certain games.
I'm the benchmark.
The benchmark, dude.
All right, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So sometime, I think it was like last week, my mom sent me a text, and she was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I never gave her an answer. And I don't know what I should tell her. So what should I? And this goes to like anyone who wants to, like, who's listening or whatever. What should I?
If your mom's listening, what if she comments as an anonymous commenter?
Well, you can't be an anonymous commenter, but like you can make a fake account, I guess.
That's what I mean. What if her account is Barb for president?
Okay.
Okay, then we would know it's your mom. But what should I? This is a hard question, dude. So What is like the limit though? Like, is there like
the first? So the way I always do it is like, since I was born in December, I just sort of like combine, like, maybe not combine, but like if it's like oh, I'd like this, and it's like, oh, it's kind of like a larger gift or whatever, like in terms of like price or something like that, or just like harder to obtain or whatever. It's like, okay, well, just make that like a big like Christmas gift and just give me like socks or whatever for, and just like basically just like flip flop. So it's like, if you're gonna give me like, you know, like the PlayStation 5 for Christmas, but I asked for it for like my birthday, or like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm like, oh, I want a PS5 for my birthday, it's like, well, that's kind of like too big for a birthday present. So it's like, well, how about we'll give that to you for Christmas, but then like you can have like a new controller or something for your birthday, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So the first thing that came to my mind, so that's the way I always go about it. So it doesn't really like matter, I guess. But like the first things that came to my mind were either Nintendo Switch or like an Oculus Rift. Both are good, but both are bad. Reason being, the Switch, I feel like I would only use to play the new Pokemon games. So I feel like it'd be almost like a waste of like why would I buy it if I'm just gonna only buy the Pokemon games? Because like, you know, Super Smash Bros is fun, but like it's more of like a couch game you want to play with like a group of friends. I don't really care too much for playing online. And then also you could be like, oh, what about like the Switch Lite or whatever it's called? It's like, well, you can't dock that, which I feel like is, and I don't think
that's really stupid.
I don't think the Joy-Cons come off, or there's something else about it. But it's like, you think if anything, you would only be able to dock the Switch Lite. I think that's what it's called anyways. But like,
it is called the Switch Lite.
Yeah, instead of the other way around where you can't dock it, you can only like have it be portable, which like I guess is kind of like the big selling point of the Switch. But it's like, for me, I'd rather have it the other way around. So that's like another sort of bad thing. So it's like you'd have to pay another $100 for it or whatever, for like the regular Switch. Because I would play it mostly docked, and then like I could like lay in bed with it or something, or like if I end up going to like Japan again next year or whatever, then it would be great. But yeah, so there's that. So that's like one of the reasons why I don't want to say a Switch. And then for the Oculus Rift, that's like way more expensive, first of all. And also I don't really have like the room for it. Like I have just barely enough room to decently do like PlayStation VR. But like for something like Oculus Rift, I don't think I have the room for it, especially if I want to get like sensors and stuff to put in like the corners of the room or whatever. I'd be like, it'd be so cramped in here. So
yeah, so it doesn't look like the Switch Lite has Joy-Cons. It looks like it's just one system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can dock it either. It looks like a PSP basically. Okay, so here's my thought on it. Okay, so basically you're saying like those were some of your options, and then now you're wondering if you should like ask for like a game or something too, possibly.
Yeah, those are just like the first two things that came to my mind, because like I would love to play Pokemon Sword and Shield when they come out, because they look good, and they haven't shown us too much. Whereas like last time with like Sun and Moon, they showed you like everything. It's like, look at like all these new Pokemon, and it's like, no, stop, we want to be surprised. Whereas that now it's like, okay, here's like a few things. Like we haven't even seen the evolutions for the starter Pokemon yet, and like the game comes out like next month, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, just don't look at updates either, and that'll help you too.
So I can't help it though.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my opinion.
Plus, like, you know, with how my YouTube is set up, like it's gonna get recommended, or like I'll see it on Twitter anyways. But so yeah, like I don't want to just like get a Switch just for those.
Yeah, so here's my thing.
So I'm also open to like other ideas. Like those are just the first two things that came to my mind, because I've wanted them for a while. So
for me, for Christmas, I run into the same problem too. Is like I thought about asking for a Switch, but I also run into things like I want to ask for more photo lenses for my camera. I want to maybe ask for more things for like streaming, and you know, certain things like that, right? But so the plus sides of getting a Switch is, if you did get a Switch, we could play Super Smash Bros. And play like, you know, all those stocks and stuff. That would be fun. And that'd be cool, right? You'd be able to take it with you. But there's a lot of downsides with it, just because like you would probably only play Pokemon. Really, you might not even get Super Smash Brothers. And if that's really the only game you're gonna get, that's really the only reason why I was gonna get a Switch. Because, to be honest, like I would only play Pokemon. Like everything else, like I really don't think I would play. Like especially for $60. Like because I'm used to paying for like a Pokemon game. I'm used to paying like $35 for a Pokemon game, because they used to not be that expensive. And so like it's like the Switch is like like Sean and Trevor like the Switch, but Sean and them grew up more playing. I mean, I know you had a Nintendo too, but like they really enjoy some of those like Luigi's Mansion, like all those games like that. But for me, like I just don't enjoy those games, and so I feel like you also don't really enjoy those anymore either, because like you would just probably play Pokemon, and so I don't think the Switch would be like, I don't know. I just don't think like you would play Pokemon, but that's it. That's literally like it. Really. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to be playing other games on like your PC. That's why you got your PC. And it's like you would choose to play a game on PC over Switch, like if it was on the same system, and it's like, so really how many exclusive things on Switch are you going to get? Really just Pokemon. So it's like that comes out like every like couple years. And so it's like it does suck that you won't be able to play it if you don't have a Switch, but I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of like I don't know. I don't know if that's what I would ask for. I don't think that's what I'm going to ask for, at least. And then the Oculus Rift, same thing, dude. It's like it's cool and all. And we've had this discussion in one of our other podcasts, but I just still feel like VR is a gimmick. Like I don't think it's worth it. The games are not that fun to me. And that's my preference. But like I have fun when I play on like Sean's Oculus Rift. I'd like, some of those games you have on PSVR are pretty cool, but they're not gonna make me want to play like you can't really play those games multiplayer. Like you can. There's some that probably have that, but like it's just something that like for me is like it doesn't seem like the games are that fun to me. Like I would much rather again play like an MMO or like play like Call of Duty with friends than like play just VR. Like, you know what I mean? And there's other things, you can do with Oculus Rift. Like you can watch like sports and stuff. You don't really watch sports though. And like there's like, other applications, right? But like it just seems like a gimmick still. Like I don't see why it's worth it, in my opinion. Like does that make sense? Like, so for me, man, like I would ask maybe if you were going to pick one of those, I would ask for a Switch, because you're going to get way more use, I think, out of the Switch. Right. I really do, because you love Pokemon, and it's got a lot of versatility. You can take it everywhere. But if I were you, I would maybe just ask for like a game or two you want, and then some other stuff, like maybe like getting like a drawing tablet or something. Like since you like doing art. Like I don't know what your mom's budget is, but like if you get like a Cintiq, like those things are tight, dude. And you can actually draw on the screen. Like you can take those portable with you, like to work. So I would say like a drawing tablet, or like maybe Call of Duty, just because I want you to play. But no, I mean, well, really though, like you would if you liked Modern Warfare, you would play that more than you probably would play like. You'd have more fun probably with that than you would have with like Oculus Rift, I think.
Right. Well, that's one thing.
And it's cheaper.
When I got my VR, my PSVR, I knew it wasn't going to be like, oh yeah, like I'm going to be playing this like every day, blah blah blah. And like there's going to be so many cool games like as soon as it comes out. Like it's VR right now, anyways. It's more of like an investment when you buy it. Like it's going to be something in the long run that you like get enjoyment out of and stuff, and like get your money's worth out of. So like,
no, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, like
I just feel like they're gonna come out with another version though by the time it's actually like better. Does that make sense though? Like I feel like they'll probably come out with like, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I get what you're saying.
You did have a good idea like at the very start of this though, when you were like streaming stuff, like because I didn't think about that because it would be kind of cool to like maybe get like a board with like sound reducing foam on it or something, like soundproofing foam, or maybe like a mixer, for like I could do like different like audio effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually think Janelle is gonna get. I think I've guessed my birthday gift. So Janelle said
Nice.
she's already got my birthday gift, and I mentioned something about streaming. And I'm almost positive she got me something for streaming, and I don't think she bought the Stream Deck thing because that's like $200. That's like
I was gonna say a Stream Deck would be a good idea too.
Yeah, because dude, when I ask for stuff for Christmas, it's usually stuff that I can like use for like business stuff, and so like streaming and everything is like I'm trying to grow that, and then like photography, I do that on the side. So like I try to ask for stuff like that. I asked for a DS like 3 years ago and I got one, and I only played it for Pokemon, and now it's like outdated basically because like Pokemon's not even on DS anymore. Like I have it and I can play like my Heart Gold, which is awesome, but like it's like that's why I'm probably not gonna ask for a Switch because it's just
right.
I don't know. Like I'd rather get stuff that I can use, I guess. So, but next week, well, if anyone in the comments has any suggestions of what Joe should ask for, let us know. We're probably gonna wrap this podcast up though here.
Holy frick! The Stream Deck's $150.
Oh no, I told you it's expensive, dude.
That's just like the normal
It's
one.
nice
The
though.
XLs were.
It's nice. Like it's pretty helpful.
Yeah, then they have like the mini as well. I know.
I mean, ask for something like that maybe in like Modern Warfare. Just put Modern Warfare in there though.
Why am I gonna waste? Like, why am I gonna wait till December to get?
No,
Modern
no,
Warfare?
Modern
If I
Warfare for your
got it,
birthday.
I'll just do it. That's still in December.
But I thought your mom was gonna do it like early or something. I thought that's what you're
No.
saying. Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, okay. I forgot we're in October. Yeah, I mean, but just yeah. Either way,
Holy frick!
what?
The XL's $250. What the frick?
Dude, it's nice, bro. It's good.
That's a lot of buttons.
It is a lot of buttons.
How many buttons is that? 1, 2, 3.
I'll just
4,
be your
5, 6,
sound guy.
8. It's 32 buttons. Holy frick!
Yeah.
Why is that worth 100 more? Hold on, how much does like the default one have? Let's see.
Probably like 12.
It's got like 15.
That's pretty good.
Jeez, dude. So you're getting more than double the buttons, and it's going up by like 66% in price.
It might have other functions too, but
Maybe I'll have to do research. But yeah,
But-
I might do a Stream Deck. I don't know. A mix, like I would love to have like a mixer. I would love to have. Like,
we need to
good
get
lighting and
soundproofing
stuff.
things for these
I don't
walls
know.
though, dude.
No, yeah, like that's another. So it's like, do I want like cool like transitions and be able to like mute my mic or turn off my camera or whatever when I want by pressing a button, or do I want like soundproofing? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Soundproofing is expensive as crap too.
it is. Well, guys and gals, let us know in the comments what you think about that. What do you think me and Joe should do? Should we get soundproofing? Should we get streaming enhancements with audio? Let us know what Joe should get for his birthday.
Only one of us needs soundproofing technically.
Not really. I mean, because
Yeah.
well, it's not going to help for
Because-
individual streams though, because my soundproofing isn't going to necessarily help you all that much. It'll help some, but
So the way I mean, like my audio right now, like if I was just streaming or whatever, it's fine. I don't mind it. It'd be more for like, just like catching some of the echo, but then also like drowning out like you or like anything else happening like outside of my room.
No, you're right.
Basically.
if you guys like this, make sure to leave us a comment and let us know we can do better. And heads up, so when this comes out, I will be streaming on Friday, Call of Duty, twitch.tv/BroWeGotThis, and then you can always catch Joe on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. No, Monday, Thursday, Friday. Every time.
There you go.
Monday, Thursday, Friday at twitch.tv/JoeTheJoe. You can follow our Twitter at Lagged Out Podcast, our Instagram at Lagged Out Podcast. You can follow Joe's Twitter at JoeTheJoe.
JoeTheJoe 9.
That's
It's
a
so
touchy
sad
subject.
that I literally need
subject.
to go to Twitter every time to check that because I'm never sure if it's 3 or 9.
Oh my gosh. So
It's
make
so
sure to check
sad.
all the socials out, guys. Let us know again. Are you hyped for some of these games? What do you think about Outer Worlds? And make sure to check out that $1 a month on Xbox Game Pass. And let us know what we should ask for Christmas and everything as well. If you guys have any suggestions. But I think that's all I got. Joe, you have anything else besides our end motto?
This podcast is not sponsored by
There it
Oreos.
And a biscuit.
Sunday, I'm going to be doing a stream as well. It is a pumpkin carving stream. I don't know what I'm going to carve yet, so I got to figure that out before Sunday. So
Oh my gosh.
I've got a few days left. But yeah, that'll be interesting. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, remember, guys, have faith, be great, and we'll see you guys later.